Alright, you beautiful peoples of the interwebs, Glyn here, CheapSkate Gaming, and of course it's the weekly roundup, freebie roundup of all the games that I found that are free and available at the moment. If you want the GOG game, I would suggest you look at the, sometimes I remember what that bar thing is called and I forget what that bar is. Anyway, there's a bar down below me somewhere, down here, and you can go to each one. Go to the GOG one, because that one's only available for about the next 20 something hours, okay? So you've literally got a day to grab that one. It's only flat out, but it's a free game, so if you want that one, grab it there. Anyway, so thank you for joining me. We didn't get very many views last week. I don't know what's wrong. Normally I get over 1,000 views on these videos. We got 40 views last week, and there were some really good games as well. Well, people have missed out, so that's up to them. Anyway, my idea is just to ring that bell, and then you can know, you can have, if you only watch this one, then just ring, there's 3 choices, isn't there, when you press the bell? No bell, specialized content, and then all content. Just do the specialized content one, because it'll always, if you watch this weekly roundup, it'll always ding the bell for that. And it just comes in your feed then, doesn't it? It's there in your feed in that little bell at the top, and you can find out what it is. Anyway, that's the inner workings of YouTube, and we'll shoot off. And first up, we always, as usual, we'll go straight to Epic Games. So let's go over to there. We'll see you at the end. Bye. Right, as usual, we're going to start off with the Epic Game stores, and of course they always let you know what's coming next week, so we do sort of know. And it's Dakar Desert Rally, which is believe that's a 2022 game, but let's have a little look at what they got for next week. It's the old school Fallout games. Now, I do believe they've already been on the list. Let me just check, because it might say in library. Yeah, they've already, it's they're basically going to go. But again, if you haven't got them, great thing to own. But let's have a little look at Paris Dakar. Yes, please. I'm sure a Sabre team. I can't remember, I hear good things about Sabre Interactive. But this looks pretty good, actually. This is definitely AA standard. I can't remember if it says the date. Yeah, there we go. It released in November 2022. So the game's just over a year and a few months old. Brilliant. This is what we want to see. Maybe it's got microtransactions in it or something. That's why they're giving it away free so early. Looks good fun. I'm going to download. Well, I'm definitely getting it. Anyway, that's your Epic Game Store. Let's move on to the next one. All right, we're over here at the Amazon Prime games. And let me just click on games. And there's 2 new games added from the Amazon Prime. We've got Tempest 4000, Jeff Minter Llamasoft game, going back a few years now, and you've got another one of these legacy games. Not that keen on them, but they're free, so I always add them. And that's Criminal Archives Alphabetical Murders. Now, don't forget, you've still got the chance to grab the original Fallout where it all began. That'll be on GOG. Missile Command, that'll be on Epic Games. Atari Mania, Epic Games. Breakout Recharged on Epic Games. Behind the Frame VR. And Yars Recharged. Oh, and there's another one of those legacy games, Lost Land Sands Captivity. So you'll need a legacy games account for that, for those, and you'll also need an Epic Games account for those, and you'll need a GOG account as well. So you have to have all the accounts to get your free stuff. Yeah, okay, and we'll just check out the cloud. Nothing's changed, so I'm just going to do a quick run through on the cloud. The Fortnites are all still here. Inertial Drift on Luna, Jackbox Party, Garfield Lasagna Party, Kunai, Inside Radio, and that's about it. So you've got Trackmania as well, and then we've got obviously all the different Fortnite Festival, Fortnite, Lego, normal Fortnite, and then the Rocket Racing, which is within the Fortnite engine. So nothing's changed there on the Luna. Nothing will change there till next month. Okay, let's move on to the next one. And free this week, we're over here on the GOG Galaxy, or GOG, Good Old Games, and they've given away a free game this week, and it is, where are we? Where's it gone to? It's disappeared. It is here somewhere. Hold on, let me click back. Here it is, giveaway. It's flat out, basically. So if you click on that, It should, there we go, flat out. You can just add that to your library, okay? So that's flat out, that's your freebie. That's only going to be available for the next day or so, so you need to grab that one pretty quick, guys, okay? So I'll be gone by the end of the weekend. So the people who ring the bell on my videos, you know, that little bell thing, and notified and watch my videos within the first couple of hours, they'll be getting another game for free. Those of you who don't, well, whose fault is that? Anyway, right, moving on to the next one. Right, so we're over here on the Steam store, so the free stuff on Steam, and we're going from the 9th of February, and we have Mr. Photographer, Connor Origins T Trilogy, Fork Jump, Keep It Steady, Tug of War, Eldritch Vania, that one's got some likes on it, 34 mostly positive. Okay, this is an interesting one. Lukewarm Massacre, The Killer Who May or May Not Be a Moron. Elf Kicker. Elf Kicker. Okay, Stellar Reflections. Awakened. Challengers Odyssey. Mr. Mookie and the Runaway Cookie. Mr. Mocky and the Runaway Cookie. Mr. Mookie and the Runaway Cookie. I give up sometimes. Ranocta. Oh, please. God Against Machines Prologue. So that's obviously a demo for a bigger game coming out soon. That's got some likes on it. Only 10 user reviews though, but these are new. Zeroff. We'll go with that. Zero's Fantastic Anecdote. Ooh, hello, that looks interesting. Looks like a bullet hell shooter. Okay, that could be interesting. Monster Tiles TD Tower Wars. Sputnika the game. 256 versus 256. Phantom Ascension. Wizen Dream. Spark and King. 100 Ninja Cats. Smash Cup. Wrong Landing. Slipstream Rogue Space. Shrimp.io. Trimutri Online. RuneGate Retribution. Streamerville. Space Will Prologue. Got some likes on this one. 90% of the 77% viewers. Okay, that could be interesting. That's Space Will Prologue. Shadow Touched. Less to say about that, the better. Puzzle Adventure VR. Oh, it's a VR game. Okay. Caribbean Legend Sandbox. Alright, Port Royale, Eat Your Heart Out. Supreme Fighters. Not a Note. Silic Warriors. Classic Arcade Fishing. Bulls and Cows, Wild West. Goat Scourge. Will the Man Get Frog? What? Devilish League. Kick Me. Folgore. This one looked interesting, this Folgore. Adapter Solver. Lil Archio. Battle Babes. Construction Runner. And Hawked. Oh, this one's already got dislikes on it. Wow, 54% of the 1,000 user reviews. How's it got that many reviews and it's only just come out? Something funny gone there on there. Maybe they've only just recently made it free. Let's have a look at the reviews. We've got to check this one out because this is something fishy. Overpriced. Okay. Glitchy gameplay and bad weapon bar. Alright, so this was a paid for game and it's now free. Might be worth it. Might not. Should we have a little look at the gameplay? There's already some gameplay playing here. Two ladies playing the game. Looks like a shooty, third person shooty. Okay, it's in co-op. That's pretty cool. could be worth a checkout, guys. In fact, what we'll do is we'll add it to library while it's a free game, just in case. And then they've just got a load of bundles that they're going to try and make you pay for. It's probably a pay-to-win game, but there we go. That's it. That's your lot for, or up to the 15th of February. Okay, Thursday. There we go. We'll come back to that next week. Maybe we'll try and look for some deals, but we'll see after this. Oh, I had to really dig down deep and I had to really sniff this one out, but there's a great game on here on the Steam store. You'll probably quicker just to type it in and surf. Circle Empires for £1.87. What a great strategy game. One of my favourite strategy games of the last 5 or 10 years. I love that game. I've bought all the DLC for that as well. Fabulous. It's one of those ones once you start playing it you just get so addicted to. Definitely check out that one. There are a few others in here I've come across, but that one in particular I'm going to give a shout out to. Right, so over here on the Steam store sales, I found there is a couple of ones that could be worth having a little look-see at. EA have got an up to 85%, and I think it's actually more than that, but if you come down here, Titanfall 2, £3.74 if you haven't played that, great single player, and I think the multiplayer is still sort of active on that. Battlefield 2042, tenner, that's not bad. Like I say, best play with bots, I think I mentioned that last week. But when I was scrolling down here, Star Wars Squadrons, £1.74. Wow, great game. If you've got a VR headset, that's how I'm playing mine now in VR, using the PSVR. So that's pretty good. What else have we got here? I'm sure there was something else. The old Battlefield 3 look, Premium Edition, £1.74. This holds its price, doesn't it? This Alice Returns. So I think that's it for the what I would consider Lost in Random. I'm not sure about that game, but it's only £2.50 and it's 90% off. That could be worth a look at. So yeah, EA has got a couple of little deals on there. I think this one's pretty good. $2.99 for Need for Speed Heat. That's not bad as well. Move along to some more deals. Right, we're here on the Bandai Namco Steam sale, and if we scroll down, I think this one's particularly good value. I've had a quick look, but Code Vein, $5.99. That's a 2019 game. Essentially, Dark Souls, but with a manga skin. Essentially, that's what that game is, more or less. Okay, wasn't much else that really stuck out at me. I think the Dark Souls games are holding their price too high for their age. Yeah, there wasn't much else on there. You can have a quick look while I scan through it. Okay, alright, on to the next one. Alright, so we're over here on the Fanatical store. Links are always in the description, guys, okay? That'll take you straight to these pages, and there's basically one new one being added here, and it's the type of one I actually really like because you get to choose. You can pay £1 for one game, £5 for $2.99, 10 for a £5, so 50p each is the lowest you can go. Now, when I looked at this the other day, yeah, look, they've already started selling out. Literally within the day it came out, Siggy had sold out. We'll go from bottom upwards. Death Squared has sold out, and Velocity Noodle sold out. Now, I have bought some of the. I've paid £3 for 5. I did because there was a couple of games I wanted, and in the end, I may as well just chuck the extra pound. So Monster Slayers wasn't one I bought, but it's already, I already own it. Lol. This is one I got, Sir Lobalot or Love-A-Lot. That's like a platformer. I bought this Relentless Soul, although I could have got that cheaper somewhere else, silly me. Undetected. This is a Metal Gear Solid style game. Alwa's Awakening, 2D side scroller. Then you've got, this is the one I bought it for because of this Tale of Paper. That looked pretty good. 12 is better than 6. Trilogy Unity of Command, I've got that. I've got a lot of these. Slain, I've got. I mean, if you haven't got the games on here, £5 for $2.99, I would definitely choose Valvaris, Slain. If you haven't got it, that Postal one is pretty good, but From Space, that's a nice game. What else? Well, most any 5 of these would be pretty good, to be honest. You can get this Towaga cheaper actually from the Steam store at the minute. That's only 70 odd pence on the Steam store. And this Survivor, if you like Vampire Survivors, you've got this Spellbound Survivors. It's a copy game. I'll just show you there. I'll just show you a couple of screenshots. It is a copy game. So there is that new, basically, leap year bundle. So up to you. Either buy 10 of them, 5 of them, or you can just buy, if there's just one game on here that interests you. I mean, if you're going to buy 2 games, you may as well go for the 5 for £2.99 and pay an extra £1 and get 3 extra games. But you know, if you wanted to buy Slain and Valfaris, 2 amazing games, I would just pay the extra £1 and choose 3 games like Sir Love-A-Lot and Tales for a Prayer, and then any maybe From Space, and that'd be a really good deal there. Phenomenal pack. Anyway, that's your Fanaticals out the way. I don't know if they'll be adding something again soon this week. It doesn't say when they're running out. See, that's the only thing with Fanatical. Don't forget, you do have these. Now, it's up to you. If you don't have a very big game collection, they could be worth a little punt on. Essentially, you don't know what you're getting. You're just getting 20 random keys. A friend of mine was quite keen on buying a lot of these, and I ended up with quite a few of his doubled up codes that he'd have games already from other previous ones, and he'd give me the codes. So just be prepared that if you do have a larger game collection, if you have bought a lot of stuff from Fanatical, Humble Bundles over the years, you probably will get duplicate keys. But then, see, it's up to you. You can go 1 for £1 or 20 for 14 quid. So if you buy 20 keys, I dare say there'll be some good stuff on there. Anyway, that's probably for those guys that like to do YouTube videos and unboxings on that. Anyway, so that's your Fanaticals out the way. Let's move along to the next one. See you in a bit. Right, so we're over here in the Humble Bundle deals, and we've got a lot to get through here because they've dropped some great deals. Some great, some not so great, but we'll check out. This one I bought, so there's 3 new ones since last week. And this one is a mind-bending masterpieces. So essentially puzzle games, and there's some great 3D puzzle games in here. Witness, love that game. I couldn't quite finish it. The last puzzle really got me because it's a timed puzzle, and essentially you got to do like 10 of the puzzles in like 2 minutes. I just couldn't, and it was randomized as well, so I could just never get that one down. The Witness, the final platinum trophy on PlayStation 4. I got every other puzzle I could do apart from that last one is a doozy. Talos Principle, haven't played that. Pedestrian, haven't played it, but what I did do was I price checked all of these: Parabox, TIG, Superliminal, and that's only £11.75 for all these. I price checked them against Key Reseller and eBay, and you cannot beat this deal for £11.75. No way. Nearly every one of these games is over £3 or £4, so the deal is here. Okay, so that's your mind-bending masterpieces, but we've got more to get through. We've got a Destiny 2. Now, love it or hate it, there's a lot of content here. Now, I was the biggest Destiny 2 fan. Destiny 1, thousands of hours. Destiny 2, many thousands of hours into it, up until the Witch Queen, by which time, when they added the seasons and all that, that was me out, because essentially it became such a pay. They wanted you to buy the game, which originally I did, now it's free. So everything you bought became free. Then they started doing this seasons thing where essentially they call it FOMO, fear of missing out, where if you're not keeping up with the latest trend with it, paying the latest for the latest stuff, you're not getting the content. And I didn't like that, and eventually I drifted away, and it only took Lightfall before my other friends left it as well. But if you're new and you've not played Destiny 2 before, or say you jumped out of it quite early, then £31.50 buys you all the DLCs and the annual pass. Now, I'm not sure how much is left on the annual pass. As far as I know, they delayed the new season of Destiny, so the annual pass should be extended somewhat, so there could be some value there. Of course, you could just pay £15.75 and not worry about these season pass and just have all the DLC. Now, there is a lot of content there, even for single player run throughs, like the Witch Queen's got a single player content, the Shadow Keep has a single player element to it then, or a single player story and Beyond Light, and so does Lightfall. So there's just as a story mode, you could enjoy it as that. And don't forget, Destiny 2's gunplay is some of the best going, so there is that. £6.30 just buys you the Shadow Keep. $9.45, that might be the best deal actually. $9.45 if you're not worried about the latest one that they've dropped, the light one, Lightfall. Then there's a lot of content if you haven't played it there with those 5. I'd say it's actually 3 DLCs and then 2 content packs. Although they did give this away, I believe most of this was given away free on the Epic Game Stores over Christmas. Anyway, that's enough yabbering on about Destiny. If you want it, get it. If you don't, then I don't blame you, because you'd have to dedicate your life to playing that game. As someone was an ex-Destiny addict, which now allows me to play other games, because I just wasn't playing any other games once you start that. Anyway, right, let's move on to the latest one. And again, this has got... So believe it or not, when I first looked at it, I thought, oh, it's just all the Street Fighters for, what was it, £15. When I read it then, entire 70 items. Now, of course, these aren't all AAA latest games. There's a lot of retro stuff here, but this could very much interest someone for the collectors out there. You've got all the Street Fighters, essentially. Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 4. You haven't got Street Fighter 6, but you do get a 34% off token. Be interesting to see how much you can get that for. Anyway, carry on. Then you've got your Capcom arcades, and I think essentially you've got every game that is in these Capcom arcades, because if you scroll down, yeah, we're getting through all the Street Fighter, but these are all within the Capcom arcade machines. So that's why these are here. Technically, these are free to download, but then you buy all the games separately. Well, essentially, all the games are here. So all the Street Fighters, I'll just scroll through this. All the Street Fighters, Street Fighter Puzzle Fighters. Then you got like Mega Man's, Final Fights, all the retro stuff, Ghosts and Goblins, Ghouls and Ghosts, Bionic Commando, Strider, 1944, 42, 1941, 43, 40XX, all the 1940s, Gigawing Commando, Darkstalkers, I don't know, Beat 'em Up, I think that is. What else we got? We know Dynasty Wars. Is that Cadillacs? And I'm not sure. Can't tell by reading it there. Black Tiger, Tiger Road. Some of the more obscure ones. LED Storm. I remember that one on my old Spectrum. That was a good game back in the day. Last Duel. Where are we going here? Legendary Wings. Forgotten Worlds. That was a cool one. Twin stick shooter, basically, of the day. Side-scrolling twin stick shooter, great game. Sidearms, again, very similar. Forgotten World Sidearms, very similar. Some block games, and then some other weird Chinese, Japanese, I would say, retro games. So there's a hell of a lot in that bundle, but then it is a little bit more expensive. The minimum price to pay is £15.66. So there we go. That's all your humbles. Some great money to be spent there. I went for this one. I'm on the trigger for purchasing that one. I mean, 70 games for 15 quid. That is a good deal. But I've got a lot of those retro games on my little handheld. Where is my little handheld? Bear with me. I've got a lot of them on this thing. This has got a lot of those Capcom games on, so I can really get my rocks off on that if I want to play that. Yeah, so there we are. What I should really show you is what you get for paying less for. Well, there's only one lesser tier then, £1.56 to get Street Fighter 4 and 34% off Street Fighter 6. So if you're thinking of buying Street Fighter 6 and you want a deal, then pay the £1.56, because that will take off more money than, you know what I mean. You could use the £1.56 to get yourself a discount code. That would be worth it for buying Street Fighter 6. And you get Street Fighter 4 for that price, that's a good deal, isn't it? £1.56 for a AAA title. Right, I think I've blabbered on enough about Humble Bundle. Let's go to the next one. Right, so actually that's it now. I think I've finished the weekly roundup. not a brilliant week. Epic Stores is definitely the highlight this week with the Dakar Rally game. I don't know what's happening with Amazon. Amazon's really gone down the hole there. Nice of GOG to give away a free game as well. Yes, you got a load of stuff free on Steam as usual, but like, that's always a mixed bag, isn't it? It's always a mixed bag. Loads of free stuff on Steam. And there's some really good deals there from Humble. Definitely check those out. And the Fanatical one. Hopefully Fanatical will drop some newer ones soon. They haven't dropped many new ones recently. Yeah, so there we go. So hopefully this video will be a little bit better than last week's one. Reach a larger audience, because like I say, I don't do it for me, I do it for you. Okay, guys? So thank you. Don't forget, smash the thumbs up. Just give it a like, if anything. And if you like this sort of thing and you're into your free deals, then hit the bell icon for the subscribe, okay? And don't forget, if you are watching this, go and grab that GOG game, because it's only going to be around for about another day. Anyway, I've been Glyn. This has been CheapSkate Gaming. This has been your weekly freebie roundup, and we'll see you on the next one. Ta-da now.
CheapSkate Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so come on over and join the crew. They'll show you how to game and save money too. CheapSkate Gaming, yeah, you know the name. They got the games that won't break the bank, so